In this Blender tutorial, I'll show you how I made a low-poly cricket match animation in Blender. The third part of the tutorial series will involve the animation of the batter. This tutorial was requested by the Harry Gaming. The keys I'm using are in the bottom right corner of the viewport. Under the output properties, I changed the end frame to 120. It's important to remember that this tutorial will get you started with the animation, but to make the animation look polished will take a lot more work and more time than I devote to this tutorial. I add a bone, and under the object data properties, I change the display to stick and activate in front. I then parent the bone to the bat with automatic weights. I select the bat's armature and character armature and go into pose mode. I'll then move the bat and its armature to the center front of the batter. On frame 70, I move the batter into a squatting position and make sure his feet are on the pitch. I make sure Auto IK is on, and I curl the fingers. I rotate the bat so it's at a 90-degree angle to the batter's body. I move the bat and hand so the fingers curl around the bat. In object mode, I then rotate the batter so he's standing sideways to the bowler and in front of the wicket. I then apply all the transforms. In pose mode, I select the palm bones and then shift select the bat armature. Under the Dynamic Parent tab, I choose Create. Now when I move the hands, the bat is parented and moves along with them. I now move the bat so it's raised to hip level, ready to swing. I also select the base of the spine, not the hip, and twist it along the Z-axis. I then select the forearms and move them back and toward the wicket. I then rotate the palm bones and place the hands in their proper places. I then select the neck bone and rotate the head so the batter is facing the bowler. I then select all the bones and add keyframes for location and rotation. On frame 80, I select the lower left leg and twist it around the Z-axis so the toe is pointing toward the bowler. I also rotate the upper leg to prepare for the step and move the lower leg to bend the knee. I then turn off Auto IK, select the bones, and move the character so his left heel is on the pitch. I then rotate his left foot so it is flat. I select the upper right leg and rotate it so the foot is on the pitch. I rotate the spine so the batter is standing a bit more upright. I rotate the hands around the Y-axis so they're perpendicular to the torso. I then move the hands so they're in the midline of the torso. I move the bat so it is in the mid-swing position and reposition the hands. I turn Auto IK off and move the character forward. I then select all the bones and add keyframes for location and rotation. On frame 85, with Auto IK turned back on, I move and rotate the palm bones into the first follow-through position. I then move the bat into place and reposition the hands. I also straighten the neck. I then select all the bones and add keyframes for location and rotation. On frame 90, I move the lower left leg so the knee is bent a bit more. I turn off Auto IK, select all the bones, and move the character down onto the pitch. I turn Auto IK back on and straighten the right leg, making sure the foot is on the pitch. I select the palm bones and move the hands so they're in the final follow-through position. I then move the bat into place and reposition the hands. I select all the bones and add keyframes for location and rotation. I then copy the keyframes from frame 70 onto frame 95. On frame 51, I select the ball and go into pose mode. On frame 70, I move the ball to the center of the pitch and rotate it around the y-axis. I then make sure it is touching the pitch. I then add keyframes for location and rotation. On frame 71, I move the ball up along the z-axis and add keyframes. This will prevent the ball from sliding along the ground. On frame 85, I rotate the ball around the y-axis and move it so it connects to the bat. I then add keyframes for location and rotation. On frame 110, I move the ball above and behind the bowler and add keyframes. If you have a request for a tutorial, a question, or a comment, feel free to leave a comment below the video. If you're interested in learning more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.